All right, all right, all right. I love this music. I just love it. Oh, and I found that somebody actually recorded the original soundtrack for this video game on a Roland. For those who don't know what Roland was a several $1,000 sound card that very, very few people in the world owned. I mean, it was a sound board, not a sound card. It was an actual sound board. It was used primarily. It was used primarily by heavy-duty musicians and people who were rich. But all of these old video games, all of them, had Roland sound boards, sound cards listed as an option next to the Sound Blaster 16. And I think that Roland actually paid them to do that, to produce music, MIDI sound files compatible with the Roland. Like nobody knew what Roland sounded like. Then some YouTubers managed to get a hold of Rolands, like $5,000 to buy a friggin' Roland. And adjusted for inflation back then, it was about $5,000 now. Rolands were super expensive, the nice Rolands. And you listen to them, it sounds almost orchestral. Although I do want to say, I hate the Blood soundtrack on Roland. I really do. I hate the Blood soundtrack on Roland. And Doom isn't that great. It's okay on Roland, it's not that great. But games like this, however, are fantastic on the Roland. And so I'm just going to burn the audio file, or just rip the audio file from that guy who made the Roland recording on YouTube, and just have it on my computer. It's amazing. Although I loved Ravenloft 2 was a superior game. I love this game. It's fun, but the sequel was superior, and you carried your characters over, which was almost unheard of. Even today, games don't do that, and they should. They just don't. Very few games do. Some do, but very few don't. Very few do. But in the 90s, it was the thing of, we now have the technology, let's carry the save game information over, which encouraged people to buy the previous game. But you could still make a new character if you didn't want to carry your characters over. And that's great. It was fantastic. But it had much better music. I wonder what it sounds like on the Roland. I'm going to have to look and see if somebody did a Roland version of that. So don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Help me on my road to partner with YouTube. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch, and use your free Twitch Prime sub to help me out a little bit. It'd be fantastic. And visit my Daily Motion. I should probably put a link tree somewhere for all this stuff, except I think YouTube doesn't like it if you do that. But I know that YouTube does sort of allow that with Twitch. I'm going to have to put a link tree up somewhere, though, so people can visit all those places. If you head over to my Twitch, you're definitely going to see all of the links. And if you follow me on Twitter, Once More Gaming. You'll get links to all of my places, all of the places where I put videos. So anyway, let's go ahead and where should we start off? I'm just going to go methodically from upper left on over. Okay, so teleport 1. I'll just do it like before. 1A, 1B. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right, so that was a little bit easier than the first area. Now I think I'm going to mark for the second area. I'm going to do the teleports backwards. I'm going to do alphabet then numbers. Okay. It looks like I need to jump cut. Jump cut! Alright. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and jump cut to when I finish mapping out. All right, all right, all right. Some of these portals from both sides of the map lead to the same place. And this is basically it. Oh, I've got one left that I need to do. All right, let me go ahead and get that one done. ASAP. Let's see here. 8A. All the way over in the northeast. 8A is... Oh! And I accidentally hit the wall. Jump cut. Alright, jump cut back. There we go. And where is M? Oh, that's right. Okay, so here's the problem. The teleports, when they're in the wrong place when you swap maps. That's what's funny about this. So when you swap maps, the teleports don't appear correctly. So I forgot about that. Of course, now I remember. So, you know, like, look at this. When you go down, see, it shows the teleports in the wrong areas. Now, I just want to say, one of the cool things, you see, good level design. There was some bad level design that we saw, like getting lost in Strahd's castle. But then there's some good level design. Like on this particular teleport map, you see the things, right? You know that there's seeds lying around. And then on the other teleport map, you actually see a tree in the middle. So you get the idea that seeds equal tree. And all of the teleport areas, all of them, eventually lead to seeds. So even if you get a little bit lost and you're not making maps, you will find a seed. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. I mean, you would eventually find all 4 seeds is what I'm trying to say. And this is kind of, I like this area. Just the giant evil trees are just Murderville. They have crushing blows, by the way, which is why you saw my characters take so much damage so quickly. So let me mute myself and we'll go ahead and watch the rest of the game. I must not be doing this correctly. Maybe I have to rest, or maybe I have to put the seeds elsewhere. So let me rest. Nope. Let me see if I can put the seeds elsewhere. Jump cut. Jump cut back. Oh look, Abby finally gets to cast spells. Yay! Alright. Figured out what to do. You have to go to the place where the tree is already grown. So, it almost feels like a backwards hint, but let's go ahead and play it. And yeah, I tested it out first and reloaded the save so I could redo it.
Engulfed in a bright halo, the one good straight oak radiates an aura of power, of grace and blessing no mortal can ignore. The seeds of the Morning Lord fall in place and the land grows still. It is as if time itself must bow before the event. From trembling earth, 4 hands rise, and in their grasp each of the seeds are held secure. Lightning, a swift and brilliant stroke shatters the tree. As the oak splits in twain, the long-sought holy symbol of Ravenkind is at last revealed. No greater promise for victory and freedom exists in the land.
You know what? I didn't realize that I was killing the sound with how low I had my audio. So I'm going to go ahead and replay that. Just for clarity's sake.
Engulfed in a bright halo, the one good straight oak radiates an aura of power, of grace and blessing no mortal can ignore. The seeds of the Morning Lord fall in place and the land grows still. It is as if time itself must bow before the event. From trembling earth, 4 hands rise, and in their grasp each of the seeds are held secure. Lightning, a swift and brilliant stroke shatters the tree. As the oak splits in twain, the long-sought holy symbol of Ravenkind is at last revealed. No greater promise for victory and freedom exists in the land.
So yeah, I keep forgetting that my volume controls the volume for the game. So I know some of my videos, the music's really loud, others it's not that loud. And I mean, the rule of thumb is if I can hear it, you definitely can hear it. And that's why I had to re-record it. So sorry out there for you in Videoland, but I'm glad that I got a good recording for you. So I've got the holy symbol of Ravenkind now. And I believe that we are just one little fight away from beating the game. But I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it here, so I have enough time, you know, for a half-an-hour episode. I've got enough for a half-an-hour episode later, and things are getting a little noisy, as if you couldn't hear. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Love y'all. Bye.